Welcome back to Real Talk for Real Women and Just Man. What's going on, my people? You know who this is. It's Sierra Blue.
That's right. And this is Fearless, the fabulous Fearless.
This the one who's always going to keep it comedic, but sometimes serious, just man.
All right, Real Talkers. Today, we're going to bring back one thing that we always talk about at the end of the year. You know, you have the whole year to do what you plan to do at the beginning of the year so that at the end of the year, you reach the goal or the resolution, or it might just be you just need to get some stuff done within that year. 12 months, 365 days, people. But what do? Some of us just don't make it. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth because, I tells you no lie. Sierra Blue made a resolution, or she made a promise, or she made a commitment to write those 3 books. Yes, I'm the first one to admit that it did not happen. Those 3 books, one is halfway done. I've decided that I'm not going to do it. Now, it's an epiphany. So I've been struggling with this novel, since 2015. And I've had brain farts. I had the in and out, the mojo gets up, mojo goes down, and I write 20 pages, and I write 50 pages, and I'm just deadlocked, right? So I had a friend of mine. I love her because she told me the truth. She said, you know what, Sierra Blue? Maybe that book isn't for the world. Maybe it's just for you. Maybe it was a way for you to get out some things that may have happened in your past, and you just need to write it down into characters. And she said, maybe God is allowing it to happen so that you can be done with that chapter in your life. And You know what? For the first time, Real Talkers, that made perfect sense to me. Because where I am in my life now is not where I am with that book. Because that book was a reflection of me. So now that I got everything I need out of that book, some of the characters got their upgrade. Some of them just died off. I feel perfectly fine with that for the first time. The other 2 books, one is halfway there. All I did was just need some photos to finish. The 3rd book, that book turned into several series. So it's like, even though I'm not done, Real Talkers, I'm still committed to my writers. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I am with some of my commitments. What about you, Fearless? Thank you.
I am so proud of you, Sierra Blue. I know that probably took a long time for you to come to that ending because that has been a goal of yours for 10 years.
Yes.
And so it's kind of hard to let something go when you've been, striving to complete it. But I love that you have a friend that will tell you the truth. That's a true friend and say, hey,
Absolutely.
maybe that wasn't for everybody else to hear. That was for you to kind of get that on paper. Writing things out and journaling, that's the best thing we can do for therapy. Yes. Get it off your chest, get it off your mind, get off your heart, get off your spirit, so you can move on. So congratulations to
Thank you, Fearless. Thank you, Just Man.
If I don't want to interrupt you, but Sierra Blue. So you said this book hasn't been published?
No, sir.
So how many tacos or money do I need to get this book so we can, work something out to get it out there to the people?
You gonna finish it, Just Man?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You trying to get a documentary on me?
I'm just saying, no Diddy, like you said.
No Diddy. No.
We don't need to let talent go to waste. Let's go.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Fearless. Absolutely, Fearless.
So the title is really funny, okay? But my friend said, if you don't use that title in 2025, I'm going to take that title and I'm going to write my own book behind that title. And I said, go ahead, be the brave one. That title says it all, guys. It really does. I don't think I'm going to use it, and I'm not going to give it out because there are so many real talkers out there that they may be writers just like me. They may be authors, And when you come up with a title, is very precious because you're writing the story around that title. And that's what I was doing, writing my story around that title. But I'm going to keep that. And you know what? When I die.
It might come out then, Sierra Blue. I got you. I got you. Fearless, what you got for us?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm not into resolutions. I've always been like a goal person. So I write the goals that I would like to achieve in 2026. And I don't have any that I particularly just roll over, but I know I constantly have goals about growth. That I'm a repeat offender as far as growth and continue to challenge myself. So I think that when I'm writing down goals, it's personal goals, professional goals that I'm looking at. And so, but I may have a goal that I started, haven't completed, and it may roll over, but I knew that it was going to take me more than a year to complete it. Because sometimes it's just, if you got education or additional training, things like that, it may take more than a year to do it. But I really try to be conscious of completing my goals. I feel off if I don't. And I try to make my goals obtainable because that's really important to me. I want to be something that I can do complete in 12 months, but sometimes it does roll over. But I do have a goal that I'm working on, probably not this year, but the following year. Is I've written 3 children's books and I would like to publish it. I know I probably won't be able to do it next year, but I'm planning on retiring soon. And when I retire, that is going to be my project that I'm working on, that and our nonprofit that we have. So yeah, I try to really stay true to myself and put goals out that are attainable. I really do. Because to me, if I don't make them, I feel like a failure. I don't know about anybody else, but I just kind of feel like I failed myself because I tend to put other people before me. And so it's hard to kind of put that time into yourself because we have so many things going on. We got this podcast that's going on. We got, we work full time, and then we have family and friends and things like that. So it's just trying to find time for yourself. You have to kind of put yourself on your own calendar to say, I'm going to do something for me and I'm going to take this time to kind of do it. But I really try to be self-conscious of thinking about what I'm going to strive for my goals for the next year. And I take all December, and my husband knows it. And then he said, okay, what are you doing right now? He said, are you thinking about, you're thinking. I said, yes, I am. I'm thinking about, seriously, what is my goals for myself for next year that I'm doing for myself? So real talk is, if you're out there and you're in this planning stage of what your goals are, don't make it something just so tedious. Like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds again, or right, I'm going to stop smoking, or I'm going to do this. If you haven't already started that, you probably won't, finish it. So make sure your goals are attainable and something that you really feel like you can actually complete, because that's how you keep moving forward. But if you keep setting yourself up for failure and you keep repeating these, be a repeat offender and using the same goals every year and year, are you really accomplishing anything? Are you really growing? Question for yourself.
Nice. I love all that for you, Fearless. And I say kudos to you and to keep all those goals coming. And that is true. When you have an attainable goal, you do feel, I guess, empowered. You feel victorious because you did what you said you're going to do and you can check the box. And even if you don't reach the goal, I mean, you have to set the bar either lower or just adjust it. Maybe it's a deadline you need to put in there. But I think that's all good. What's up with you, Justin?
So before I go on to my Fearless, I had a question for you. So for the real talkers out there, maybe they're going through the same thing like you, but what if you fail? What if you don't? How do you motivate yourself to continue doing the same thing over and over until you get past that?
I look at failure a little bit differently, because to me, failure is not that I didn't complete it in the time frame. Failure is if I stop thriving for it. That to me is when you fail, is when you stop. As long as I'm gearing towards those goals, then I feel like I'm being successful because I am moving towards my goal. But if I don't do anything on that goal that I had for the whole year, that's when I feel like I'm a failure, because I failed myself by not taking time for myself. And real talk, we say this all the time. You are important.
Yes.
You are special. You are worthy of your own time, and stop feeling guilty because you're taking time for yourself. You can't take care of anybody else if you're not well. You can't take care of anybody else if you're depressed. You can't take care of anyone else if you're not in a good space. Put yourself first. Be selfish. It is okay.
It is okay.
It is okay. Appreciate that, Fearless. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. So, real talkers, it's your guy, Jess. Man, finna wrap it up for you. So, while they're over there writing books and books a million for their resolution, I'm just man. My name says it all. I'm just the man. We're not even thinking that far. You hear me? Listen, we're not doing it. We're not thinking about writing no books. We're not thinking about none of that. I'm just being real, talking to my real listeners out there. So, as a man, if you're out there listening, these are the resolutions that I had to learn as I got older. And these are the ones I tried to keep, but I keep on repeating. So, this is going to be a little different. So, mine is eating more healthy, going to the gym, and losing weight.
Okay.
Now, these as a man, every man out there probably standing up and clapping right now, like, yes, yeah, because these are kryptonite to me. It's not because we don't want to do it. It's just hard to. Say if you got a wife and she cooks good, you're not going to eat her food. How you going to eat healthy that way? So the reason I do it though, and the serious side of this is because, man, we really do have to take care of ourselves. We are afraid to go to the doctor. Please go get your checkups when they are needed. I had to learn this myself. I know about the one at 45 now. Fellas, I know. Stay strong. You know what I'm talking about. Stay strong. It's your rite of passage to manhood. And the ones who went through it know what I'm talking about. But man, we have to be here. So we have to get these checkups. Cancer is real. It comes in every form. And man, and we need to make sure that we are eating right, that we are exercising. And even if you can't go to the gym, take a walk. Use something in your house to exercise with. This is one of the resolutions I know a lot of men have a hard time keeping because we are what? Just men, and we want to eat, we want to grill out, we want to eat grandma's food, we want to eat wife's food, we want to eat, but we have to make sure when we do those things we do it responsibly. I'm not saying you can't have that burger every now and then. I'm just saying make sure you do take care of your health. And that's one resolution I hope my real talkers in Sierra Blue and Phyllis keep me to. And I'm as just man, all the man listening, we taking the pack right now. We going into 2026 with those resolutions. We're eating healthier. We're going to go to the gym. And if you can't, just exercise and make sure we are always trying to get our health checked. That's all I got to say about that.
Woohoo! Love it. Love it. I think you bring up a lot of good points, Just Man, about men being healthy, men working on themselves. Because guess what? We need you guys to be around longer. Seriously. You guys,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Especially in our culture, we need everybody to get checked out when it's time to get checked out. The doctor's not there to pull your heart out of your chest when you go get a checkup. They just trying to make sure your heart is still ticking, the right way, So I give you big ups for that, Just Man, giving that information that's really needed.
Absolutely. I appreciate that, Sarah.
Wow, Just Man, you just preached to the choir. I'm telling you right now. I'm rethinking my goals for next year.
I'm behind you, Fearless.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go get checked out. Maybe that cough wasn't what I thought it was.
Exactly. Look, maybe that pain I've been feeling in my back, maybe it's something to it.
It's on my leg, okay? What's going on with it?
I know.
Heartburn.
Exactly. That's some real talk right there. That's real talk coming from Just Man.
Yes.
Man, we need you around. We need you around. So please, please make yourself a priority. Don't be afraid of the doctor. Don't be afraid of what they're going to say, because you know what? You can catch those things early and it will impact your life drastically versus waiting and fearing what they're going to say and then wait until it's too late to be able to be addressed. So, and that's women too. We same way. We feel a little heartburn. We fine. We could be having a heart attack.
Oh yeah.
Because women, you don't know that it's going on. So we gotta put ourselves first. We gotta be very selfish. 2026, we're gonna be selfish. We're gonna take care of ourselves because we want to be there for our loved ones. So we hope that you have enjoyed this podcast. because we absolutely have enjoyed speaking to you. Of course, this has been Real Talk for Real Women with Just Man.
Yeah.
And we can go to our website and check us out at Real Talk, the number 4, realwomen.com. You also can go and listen to us on iHeartRadio or Spotify or anywhere your podcast can be found. Remember, if you haven't liked, subscribed, and shared our podcast with others, please do so today. And we thank you so much for constantly being there in our corner. This has been Real Talk for Real Women with Just Man.
Yes, we're out.
We're gone.